All right, you've got an STL file that needs to be printed. And you have two options of printers. You can choose the Ender printers, which are in the engineering lab, or the MakerBot printers that are in the CAD lab. This is for the Ender printers, this tutorial. The first thing that you will need to do is find the Creality app on your desktop. It looks like here on the bottom, and this is what it should look like when you open it up. Notice here it says this is for the Ender 3 Pro. So if for some reason those settings aren't set up, please find me and we'll make sure that it recognizes that. We've already saved the STL, so let's go ahead and open one up. I'm going to sort by just STL files. And let's see, I have to find, you should have saved those in the shared folder. So let's go ahead and check that out. There is the axle bushing. All right, so I'm going to open that up. I'm actually going to do the crank. Now, if you saved it correctly, it should come in at the right size. Remember, you should have saved it in millimeters. We don't want to print this file like this. Of course, we have to rotate it so it's sitting flat. And so we'll select the part. And we're going to go over here to rotate. And I'm going to pick an axis to rotate on, be this one right here. Let's go down to 90, and it will automatically sit flat on there for you. You can do your axle bushings at the same time. The crank takes about 12 minutes. The axle bushings each take about 12 minutes. So depends on how much time you have. You can do them all at once if you want. I'm just going to do, I'll bring the axle bushing too. Here's an example of it not being saved as millimeters. So be mindful of the size. Go in and change that, all right, if you didn't save it correctly. So I'm just going to do the crank. Once everything is on there, I'm going to go ahead and hit slice. And it'll tell you this actually takes 25 minutes. And I'm going to save this, save to file. You'll need to use a USB. For the enders, you'll need the USB with the micro USB in there, and make sure you save it with your name. Again, this would be Rue_Crank. I'm just going to save mine to my desktop for now. Or I guess if you don't have a USB, but you want to get your files processed, you could save them to that shared folder. So this would be the Rue crank. We'll save. And we're ready to go. You can now take that file over to the 3D printer. And as long as you know that the bed is leveled, you can start 3D printing.